you should not go long on Fridays. You should not go short in December. If you're not using these timing tricks, you're leaving money on the table. Stick around till the end of the video where I will share the full trading strategy that we are building today. When building a trading strategy, the possibilities are limitless. You can add hundreds of different indicators, filters, oscillators, codes and features, but I have found that new developers find it hard to know where to start, just because of that fact that there are so many possibilities. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to guide you with some simple filters on trading hours, on trading days, and on trading seasons, like this. So here we got a simple RSI 14 strategy on DAX 40. It's running on the 10-minute time frame. It doesn't look very good, does it? We have a win rate of 54% and a profit factor of 1.15. It enters a long trade when RSI 14 is below 50, and it enters a short trade when RSI 14 is above 75. It exits all trades in 20 bars. Let's see what we can do to improve this strategy using only different kinds of time, days, and season filters. I'm not going to care about the risk of overly optimizing this strategy. The purpose of this video is to show you how you can use these kinds of filters to improve your own trading strategies, but the risk is quite substantial that you will overly optimize your strategy if you use too many of these kinds of filters. Let's start bottom up and see if the strategy performs better historically if it's only allowed to enter trades between certain hours. And then we're going to look at days, and then we're going to look at months. I'm doing this by adding a condition in the long entry if statement that the system should only be allowed to enter a trade if the time is between X and Y. Then going to optimize these two variables between midnight and 11 p.m. So what this optimization showed me is that long trades should only be allowed late at night between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. So let's add that to the code. And let's rerun the optimization, but for the short trades. I'm doing the optimization between midnight and 11 p.m. for the short trades as well. The optimization has finished. I'm not going to explain the details, but I think that the best time interval for short trades is seems to be between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. So the system is only allowed to enter short trades early in the morning. Let's add that to the code. Now let's see if we should avoid earlier or later parts of the month. I'm doing this by adding another condition that the system should only be allowed to enter a trade if the day is between X and Y. I'm then going to optimize these two variables between value 1 and 31. Okay, so the optimization finished. It showed me that the strategy should not enter any long trades in the first 5 days of the month. So let's add that to the code. And now let's run the optimization for the short trades as well. Okay, so what this optimization shows me is that there aren't any edge at all for the short trades in setting a date range. So we will allow short trades to be entered throughout the full month. Now let's see if there are certain days of the week that we should avoid. Again, I'm doing this by adding a condition to the entry statement that the day of the week must not be equal to X. And we can do that on the same time for the short trades. Day of week must not be equal to Y. I'm going to optimize those two variables between 0 and 7. Okay, the optimization has finished. I think I like this one best, which allows for short trades to be entered throughout the whole week, but long trades should not be allowed to enter on Thursdays. So let's add that to the code. Before we go into adding season filters, do you know any good day, time, or season edges? I would love if you'd share it with the rest of us in the comments below. Okay, last up, let's add the season filter. Are there certain months that we should avoid? The backtest period is approximately 2 years, so it doesn't really have much statistical relevance, but I would still like to show you how you can do it. Again, I'm adding an entry condition that month must not be equal to X. And month must not be equal to Y in the short entry condition. I will optimize these two variables between 0 and 12. Okay, so we shouldn't do any long trades in August, and we shouldn't do any short trades in October. Let's add that to the code. Now let's look at the end results. And let's compare it to the original strategy. Okay, so to the left is the original strategy. Our win rate is 6% higher. Our gain and loss ratio or profit factor is 80% better. We have decreased the number of losing months from 8 months to 3 months. Our max drawdown is approximately 16% of the original drawdown. Our time in market has gone from 77% down to 8.71%, meaning that you can put your money elsewhere, approximately 91.29% of the time. By the way, I would love if you would run this exact same optimization and filters on your best performing system today and share the results with us on X. Again, the risk of overly optimizing your strategy is quite high if you add multiple filters like this, but one filter can work. So please don't just start this system right away. Remember to run your algo with an in sample and an out of sample period, and always start your algo with demo money at start. Actually, what we could do now is to check how overly optimized this strategy is. We have only run this optimization on 100,000 units, and I'm going to extend it to 200,000 units. So the first half of the backtest will be data that we haven't optimized our time, day, and season filters on. My guess is that the strategy still would have made money over the period, but the equity chart line would look quite horrible. That's my guess anyhow. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Our strategy was optimized somewhere from here. So it still made money, but it doesn't really look as good as the in sample period. And as promised, here's the full code of the strategy. And I will also post it in the description of this video. And that's it for today. Subscribe now and let's crush the markets together. I will make new learning videos and strategy videos like this every month. Bye.